Hello guys, today, welcome to Film Theory. That's right, my very first film theory. Today I'm going to be doing what I think about the Pixar Theory. Welcome! Okay guys, so first I'm going to let y'all take a look at John Negroni's, probably one of the smartest guys ever, John Negroni's Pixar Theory. I am going to show it right now, and I just want you to take a look at it, and if any time in the video you don't remember it, just go back to that time of the video and look at it. Okay, so now that you've looked at it, we are going to get right into this video. Well, in it says, it's because, you see, I'm not actually positive on this theory yet. Okay, so the things that I want to go over, everything looks pretty good to me until we get to the Cars and the WALL-E universe. Well, when we get to that, it is kind of confusing for me still. Because how could Cars have come before how could it have come like right after all the humans left? If B and L, so imagine this. So all the humans leave and then the Cars start living. Well, but B and L never shows up in this timeline until Cars 3, which doesn't make any sense. Why would it not show up till Cars 3, and then after Cars 3, WALL-E happens with, after Cars 3, WALL-E is on the Earth by itself. It doesn't make any sense. How could B and L not be around in Cars? It's such a good question. That is what I'm going to be going over today. So, why in the world, how could Cars have come after the humans left if B and L had already taken over the Earth before the humans left? See, isn't that a good question? If you guys aren't familiar with the Pixar Theory, I want you to watch Matt, Pat, or someone like that, because I'm not going to be able to explain the whole thing to you, just this part. You need to go watch a different video like Super Carlin Brothers and then come back to this one. So go do that if you don't understand the Pixar Theory at all. So, what we're going to be doing here, what we're trying to figure out here is, what happened first, Cars or WALL-E? It is a very good question. I'm surprised I came up with this question. I only have 15 subscribers. How could I come up with this? Who knows? But, so, let's think about this. First, let's go over why the actual character WALL-E would have come after Cars. Why it would make sense. But first, we're gonna do that. Okay, so if there was no machines left on Earth except for him, that would mean that all the machines that used to be there, like the Cars, would have been before him. They would have died off. But if the Cars came after him, it wouldn't make very much sense, because when we see WALL-E, he was only on the Earth for a short amount of time. Unless what if when WALL-E went up into the spaceship, he was there longer than he thought? What if during that time the Cars come together and they forge their own place on the Earth, and WALL-E thinks, and everyone thinks it's not that long, but actually it was a very, very, very long time. Let me think about this. Still wouldn't make sense. when does B and L show up in the timeline? So confusing. Were there any humans left in Cars at the time of Cars? I don't think there was. It doesn't make any sense. Why? How could B and L not be in the first two Cars movies? I don't know. So confusing. I mean, All in All was in the second Cars movies, but the first one still didn't have anything similar to B and L. Man, this is really complicated. I'm gonna have to get back to it. So I finally figured it out. What if, when they first started, they were, you know how all machines they depend on humans? Well, when Wally was up there, this is my theory. They thought it wasn't very long, but after Wally left, it was many years that Wally was gone from Earth, even though they thought he wasn't. But he was gone for many years, and then the Cars, they started to go along, but then when they started to do bad, and when the fuel company All in All came up, they decided that they needed humans, so they used B and L. That is the conclusion of my theory here today, folks, of the Pixar theory. So, it didn't go Cars, and then it didn't go Cars before Wally. It was when Wally went up into the, whatever the ship was called, and then that's when Cars came. Anyways, guys, but hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And tap!